Broadcasting live from RISKWORLD 2022 at the Moscone Center in San Francisco, it's time for Workplace MVP, brought to you by R3 Continuum, a global leader in helping workplaces thrive during disruptive times. Now, here's your host.
Hi, everyone. Your host, Jamie Gassmann, here with Workplace MVP Podcast. And with me is Jenelle Ryan. And you are currently a student graduating in May.
Yes.
So this is your first time being here at the RIMS conference?
Yes, my very first time. I'm having an absolute blast.
So what has been your favorite experience so far? I know the conference just started, but you've had some fun already since being here, right?
Yes. The keynote speaker this morning was absolutely incredible. Just the most inspirational talk I think I've ever heard. And then I have adored coming around to all of these panels, seeing all of the wonderful professionals. Everybody's so friendly and inviting, and I've just really loved meeting brand new people.
Yeah. And conferences are a great place for that and great networking. And I know you are graduating this May.
Yes.
So and you attend Georgia State University. Mm-hmm. So talk to me about that program. I know it's one of the top 4 in the state or the country is what you shared with me.
So Georgia State University has the number 4 RMI program in the country so far. We've had that for a couple years running now, so we're very proud of it. And I'm a senior risk management and insurance student there, graduating in May 6th. I walk. I cannot believe how soon it is. But our program really gives us a great depth and breadth of information on the insurance industry.
Great. And so based on what you've learned about it and from what you've seen here at RIMS, right now, if you could kind of pinpoint where you'd like to take your career right off the gate, coming off of graduation, what are you hopeful for?
Yes, absolutely. So I'm really interested in excess and surplus lines. I actually have a job lined up with AmRisc right now in Alpharetta, which is the largest catastrophe-focused managing general agency in the United States. I'm absolutely thrilled to be going back there after my internship this past summer. And I'm really just interested in learning more about as many aspects of the industry as I can. I feel like there's so many different facets. Even just walking around, I've met so many people who are working in areas I've never even heard of. So I'm thrilled to have the opportunity to learn more.
Wonderful. And you were part of one of the cases tell me a little bit about those cases that are made available to the students learning in similar programs that you're a part of. Talk to me a little bit about what that program looks like.
Absolutely. So the cases are incredibly challenging, but they essentially gather up a bunch of students from your school. You usually pick teams of 4. And you do a little bit of insight into identifying risk exposures and solutions to problems based on different companies. So this year, the case competition was based on Starbucks, and we were analyzing the emerging risks that they're facing. Absolutely incredibly challenging, and I'm thrilled that some of my friends from St. Mary's have gone on to the Final 8. I have friends from Florida State who participated. It's wonderful that all of us get to participate in this and then come together and have that experience as students where we're not only learning, but, friendly competition.
Yeah, absolutely. And it sounds like from what you're describing, you get a little bit of hands-on, kind of some of the real world work that you'll be doing after graduation.
Absolutely. You have to go into very intense detail with some of these things and, consulting and trying to see just how you can solve this. It's a great learning opportunity.
And a resume builder. That's fantastic.
Absolutely.
You can speak to it in an interview. That's fantastic. So if you were going to leave anything for our listeners who might be considering students coming out of a program, or, what would be something you'd want to leave for them?
Leave for them as a piece of information?
Yeah, like something to take into consideration as they're interviewing a fresh out of college, risk insurance student.
I would say be open-minded. We're all here. We never stop learning. We're all not only with our designations, but just in diversity and inclusion, listening to other people. And I would say really keep an open mind. You don't know everything. And as long as you're learning, you're doing something right.
Fantastic. So it's been an absolute pleasure. If anybody wanted to get a hold of you for whatever reason, is there an email address or a way that they can contact you?
Yes, absolutely. My email is JenelleNRyan@gmail.com. Jenelle, JenelleNRyan @gmail.com. And you can add me on LinkedIn.
Wonderful. It's been such a pleasure to talk with you. Congrats on getting here with your case.
Thank you so much.
I know you indicated you didn't make it to the final round, but just being a part of that, I think, is a win in and of itself.
Absolutely.
So congratulations to you. And thank you again for being on our show.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for joining us on Workplace MVP. R3 Continuum is a proud sponsor of this show and is delighted to celebrate most valuable professionals who work diligently to secure safe workplaces where employees can thrive.